At the beginning of the week, you were asked to think about some self-talk phrases that you were going to use to help yourself stay focused. I think that these self-talk phrases helped a lot because I've noticed that this is the week that we've had the most work turned in on time than any of the other weeks that we've had school. So those self-talk phrases were very helpful. I want to hear from you guys. How did self-talk help you this week? So what kind of distractions did you face, and what did you tell yourself in your head? Let's hear from a couple of you. Levin?
My cousins were being very annoying, and like I said on the work, act like they nothing.
Okay, nice. So you just had to kind of keep them out of your mind and remain focused on what you needed. All right, very good. Who else? How did self-talk help you this week? What else can we hear from? Terrence?
My sister, and she kept coming in the room, talking, and I went somewhere else.
Okay, so you told yourself, I need to be somewhere different to be able to focus. Nice. So then you had self-talk and some action steps. Very good. Okay. Who more? How did self-talk help us this week? I can share mine. So I had a moment this week where I was very frustrated. So it wasn't just focusing on schoolwork, but it was just trying to keep myself calm. I use self-talk that way because my laundry was everywhere. It was all over the floor. It needed to be folded. It needed to be put away, and I couldn't get it done. I wanted to make dinner, but when I went to get my potatoes, some of the potatoes were bad, so I didn't know what I was going to make for dinner. And I was just really stressed and I was really frustrated. And I took a minute in my kitchen and I said, breathe. In my head, I said, breathe. I took a moment to do that. And then I realized that these were problems that I could solve. They felt like such big problems, but I told myself to breathe, and it helped my brain realize I was going to be okay. Let's hear from someone else. How does self-talk help us? It's one way that it helped you this week. Either stay focused or calm down. Sophia? Remember to unplug your headphones, sis.
He was bothering me, and I was in my meeting, and I couldn't work.
So what did you say in your head to help you?
I said, I can do this.
Nice. Positive self-talk. I can do this. Very good. Believing in yourself. Camille, what about you, sis? I see that hand. How has self-talk helped you this week? Oh, you clicked mute again. Click unmute. There you go.
I had to do a lot of chores yesterday.
Mm-hmm. And what did you say in your head?
I said, calm down.
Okay, so you kind of related to mine as well. We had to calm ourselves down and realize we could do it. Very good. All right. I am glad to hear that self-talk is helping us. We're going to continue on and practicing self-talk, but there's a specific way that we can recognize what it is that we need inside of our heads, and that is called mindfulness, okay? Mindfulness is a topic that we are going to talk about a lot when we are together, because mindfulness helps us to make sure that we are aware of how our brain and body feel, okay? When our brain and our body don't feel right, we can't perform our best work. We can't have good relationships because we're not in a good space. So we're going to talk a lot about how to make sure that our brains and our bodies are in good spaces, okay? Let's go ahead and watch this together, and then we will discuss some questions when it is done. Mindfulness.
you ready for our big game, Moby? You feel stressed about playing goalie? Let's find ways to make you feel better. What is stress? When you're going through a tough time, you might worry and have uncomfortable thoughts and feelings. Your mind might race and have a hard time slowing down. Your head or stomach might feel like it's twisted up in a knot. What you're feeling is called stress. Stress can make it hard to focus, even on things you usually love to do. We all feel stressed sometimes, and that's okay. We can practice mindfulness to help us feel better. Mindfulness is noticing and accepting your thoughts, feelings, senses, and actions. It's about being aware of what's happening right now in your mind and body. Good question, Moby. How can you practice mindfulness? One way to focus on what's happening in your mind and body is to pay attention to your breathing. First, lie down or sit up straight and close your eyes. Put one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Then take long, slow, deep breaths. As you breathe in, feel how air moves through your nose, down through your chest, and down to your belly. As you breathe out, feel how air moves from your belly, up through your chest, and out through your nose. Notice how your hands move up and down as you breathe, and feel the warmth of your body under your hands. Your thoughts may wander a little, and that's okay. It happens. Just bring your attention back to your breathing. Another way to practice mindfulness is to concentrate or focus on one of your senses. Great idea, Moby. Let's close our eyes and focus on our hearing. What do you hear? I hear birds chirping and the wind shaking the leaves. I hear kids laughing too. When you're feeling stressed, you might focus on things that worry you. That's okay. Don't try to get rid of the thoughts or feel bad for having them. Just notice and accept them and bring your attention back. Another mindfulness exercise is to focus on things that make you happy. Gratitude is the feeling of being thankful. Think of the people you love and the things you like to do. Focus on the gratitude you feel towards them. How do they make you feel? You may still have uncomfortable thoughts and feelings. Don't worry if this happens. Just notice them and then bring your attention back. Sometimes people have arguments and feel upset. That's okay. It happens to all of us. Notice and accept how your body feels when it's angry or frustrated. It might be hard to feel gratitude, but sometimes that's when we need it the most. Close your eyes and think of something nice about the other person. Imagine sending them love and happiness. It might be hard, especially if you're really upset, but that's okay. Just try to concentrate as best as you can. There are a ton of ways to practice mindfulness, so try them out and see what works best for you. How can mindfulness help you? Being aware of your body and emotions or feelings can help change the way you think and act. When you get upset, you notice how you feel and can calm yourself down before you do or say something you don't mean. When you're happy or excited, you're aware of how good it feels. Practicing mindfulness can also help you stay focused. When you're distracted, you're unable to pay attention to something. You might not notice things right in front of you or fully enjoy what's happening. Being distracted means you might miss out on some cool stuff. Practicing mindfulness helps you notice what's happening right now. You take time to feel gratitude towards all the great stuff in your life. Paying attention to your own thoughts and emotions can help you be a good friend, too. Empathy is understanding the feelings of another person. When you're aware of your own feelings, you can notice when other people are going through emotions you've gone through before. You can feel empathy towards them and offer your help. It can be challenging to notice your thoughts, feelings, senses, and actions, and that's okay. Mindfulness is a skill, and it's something you can practice, just like soccer. You can even practice when you're feeling great, because it'll help you when stress comes up later. Oh, and you can practice anywhere, anytime. Moby, I know you're worried about the game, but I think we'll have a lot of fun. Moby? Sorry, I'll just talk to you later.
Okay. So mindfulness, again, is just being aware of your emotions. One thing that I want to make sure that is really important in this video that we understand is that emotions are not a bad thing. Even when they're emotions that we don't necessarily want to feel or experience, they're normal, okay? Stress is normal. Anger is normal. Frustration is normal. Just like happiness is normal. Just like calm is normal. These are normal emotions that we can experience. The important thing is that we take a moment to recognize the emotions and say, this is normal. Now what can I do? Whether it's a positive or negative experience, okay? Does anyone have any thoughts that they'd like to share from that video? Okay. We will start having Mindfulness Fridays. So on Fridays, we're going to talk about strategies that can help us be mindful of what our brains and our bodies are experiencing. So this is kicking that off for us, and we're going to talk about different strategies every Friday that we can use. But to start off today, I just wanted you to be aware of what mindfulness was. They gave us one strategy in here, which was the belly and chest breathing. And that is a strategy that I like a lot, and it helps me to calm down, even if it's just 5 breaths. So if I'm ever feeling super stressed or frustrated or overwhelmed or even excited, if I'm really excited and I need to calm down, I'll kind of just go into my bathroom for a moment, or I'll go into a room where no one is, and I'll take some of those 5 longer breaths, and then that helps my mind be aware of what it's experiencing. Okay, it helps to slow down that time. All right. Well, we are getting ready to move into our reading.